I think I found something. Not anything too niche, okay? Plenty of people have probably already discovered it, but not enough. I'm talking about a new genre of game, right? A rhythm FPS roguelike. And I know it sounds fake, okay? That sounds like some shit that the Spotify Wrapped AI came up with. But I promise it's real, and it is exactly as described. Because I'm more specifically talking about Robobeat. Not to be confused with the legendary Roblox game, Robobeat. And I will say that Robobeat isn't the only game in its genre. I actually did see some other games as I was scrolling through this newfound category. A lot of them seem to be like music genre specific. I saw a couple that were metal themed, but I'm not really a huge fan of metal. So I wasn't really particularly interested in those ones. And of course, you know, I've heard of like rhythm action games before. I've heard of Crypt of the Necrodancer, and it looked kind of fun, but I think the main thing that didn't interest me is a rhythm game that is using music that the developers created. Don't get me wrong, like there is some video game music I do like, you know, as I'm playing the game, I think it works really well, or it fits the atmosphere, or it's a cool vibe or something. But I think like generally, if you find me, you know, going throughout my day, I'm not really gonna be listening to video game music. And I feel like when I play rhythm games, it's kind of important for it to be music that I just like actually really fuck with. So what makes Robobeat special, and what made me buy the game, was the fact that they advertised that you can upload your own songs. And you know, as an unfortunate fan of Osu, I thought that this meant that there was going to be like community created beat maps or whatever, and I thought I was going to be in another anime intro hellscape. But what it turns out to be is that it just kind of like reads the BPM of the song, and the gameplay is fairly simple. You just have to shoot to the beat, you know, nothing crazy. So it stays pretty consistent, and as long as the song that you're uploading has a consistent BPM and has a consistent, you know, kind of rhythm to it, it'll work. Some songs don't work well. Some songs, it doesn't work out great. Or maybe some parts of songs, it gets a little bit too hard to follow the beat because of the, you know, irregularity of it. But a lot of it does work as advertised. I mean, look, the song that you're listening to right now, guess what? I played that shit in the game, and it worked perfectly, and it was super fun, and it just adds so much to the experience that you just get to listen to music that you know and that you like. And don't get me wrong, the game does have a few good songs that the developers made, and also for the sake of the rest of this video, you know, I can't really use any Tame Impala or Magdalena Bay for my own videos, so I'm going to be resorting to you know, Robobeat's own library. But how does the rest of the game play? You can play the songs, but is it worth it? Is it actually fun to do? Yes, it is. It is very, very fun. I don't even really particularly like roguelikes that much. The roguelikes that I like, you got Risk of Rain, where you go around and you shoot guys, and then you got a Gunfire Reborn, which even more, you just go around and shoot guys. So the roguelike thing has never really been the appeal to me, but they actually do a pretty good job with it. It has all the shit that you know. The only thing that makes it a little bit different is that they have like segmented like levels. So, you know, you walk into the main room and you got like these doors with skulls on them, and you unlock them, you know, as you beat one, you get to go to the other one. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a more linear experience. But once you go inside the rooms, total traditional roguelike experience. They give you a couple of weapons and an ability to start out with, and you just kind of go through rooms, and you get to pick which room you want to go into next, and it'll have a little picture that kind of tells you what reward you're going to get at the end of it. So it's pretty standard roguelike mechanics there. I think what this game does really well are the guns. One of my favorites is this gun where on the first beat you kind of like charge up the shot, and without having to interact with it again, on the next beat the shot will fire out of the gun. So what you can do is, if you charge up that one, on the beat after that, you can also fire your other gun, so then they both come out at the same time. I don't know if that sounds easy to you, but I'm gonna tell you, it's not, because this is a fast-paced game. I'm only in the third skull room right now, okay? I haven't beaten the game, but in the third skull room, things get pretty fucking quick. Like everything is dancing around and moving, and you're fucking double jumping and sliding and grinding on walls and wall jumping. Like they went all fucking full into the movement and the schmovement, and it is a fucking fast-paced, crazy game. Things are flying at you. So if you're trying to do a crazy little combo or a little switch up with your guns, it's not easy. There's definitely a learning curve, but I mean, God forbid we have to learn things nowadays. It's fucking fun. It's a really, really fun game to learn. Another one of my favorites is a sort of like boomerang. You throw it out, you get a little hit, but then if you shoot the boomerang with your other gun, you got this like fucking like auto aim bullet that's just like, I guess randomly selects another guy to hit again. And it's these little things that make you feel so engaged, like you really have to stay focused. This is absolutely not a game to play if you're just trying to chill. Like, you have to lock the fuck in, dude. The weapons are incredible. They did way more with them than I thought they'd have to. Like I said, if they just had like one gun, I actually wouldn't even be that mad. If it was just like the standard revolver, you know, it's a rhythm game. It doesn't have to be that crazy. But they respect the roguelike genre, and they put in some work into that. The abilities are fine, you know, they're pretty simple. You got like a teleport and a grapple hook, and then one of my favorites, the lightning. The lightning is ridiculous because, you know, at the end of the levels, you generally have a boss, right? And as you can see here, I actually have 2 lightnings, and I just juggled that dude. That dude did not see the floor for a little while. I was bullying the shit out of him. So it's kind of broken. And you know, I'll say that the bosses are generally pretty easy. Some of the rooms that you encounter will just like fuck your shit up, but the bosses in the beginning especially are pretty easy. There is one hard one, the mask. I actually haven't beaten him yet. He kind of just like fucked my shit up a couple times, so you know, maybe I'll get back to you once I can finally beat him, but I mean, I'm having fun anyway. I didn't even talk about, with the guns, you have combos. That's pretty sick. So you see here, you got like a shield, and then you have those little electricities. I call it the parry and the flips. So what you can do, right, you know, let's say you got the revolver, and then you flip that bad boy, and then you shoot the next bullet. Now it has piercing. But let's say one of those fucking baseballs coming at your head, you parry that bitch, and then you flip that. Guess what? Flip that shit one more time. Aimbot. You shoot at multiple dudes at once. You don't even have to fucking look at them. These combos are probably one of the best parts of the game, because it is something that if you master, you just feel so fucking cool. And trying to manage that with all the crazy shit that is coming at you, and shooting to the beat, and the irregularities of your weapon, like, this is a game that, like, if you really wanted to maximize your potential as a fucking gamer, dude, you'd have to put in like 1,000+ hours. It is pretty crazy. It's not the best roguelike I've ever played, but the concept, the Rhythm FPS concept is so fun, and you get to play with the music that you like. It is such a fun experience. And I want more people to play it, because you know what? Sometimes the song upload function does not work as intended. And I actually found a little website where people have uploaded their own songs, and they have the files that you can just put into the game, and they mapped out the beats specific. You know, they went in and they made sure that if there was any weirdness with the upload system, that they fix it themselves. So you can have a more enjoyable experience. And I want more of that. I want more people to play this game, and I want more people to fucking do the dirty work for me, man. I am not going in that editor, dude. I am not doing that shit. I will play the same song over and over again before I do that. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice if I can play different songs. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's awesome. It's awesome to like find like something that I've just like never tried before, and I think it's something that a lot of people would enjoy. It's really fun. Get off your Hades or your Silk Song or whatever, dude. Play some Robobeat. It's really fun. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if there's any other like niche genre or game that you found recently that you like. And yeah, thanks for watching.